Hey everybody, we're back again with this guitar. So I put it on, hold on. Right, so I put the guitar on the Quilter 45 micro block and tried it with, some of this and some of that and some of this kind of stuff. Not all at once, well, different combos. And hold on, let me get back to the guitar. And it turns out I forgot something. I seem to be taking after the guy that I learned guitar lutherie from, or from watching, and that would be Ben Crow, and he seems to be infamous for forgetting a bridge ground wire. And yeah, I forgot the bridge ground wire. I was thinking that I was getting magnetic buzz kind of pickup noises, but it might just be lack of bridge ground. So I'm hoping that's going to clear everything up enough. Otherwise I might have to swap out that pickup. So anyway, this video is going to be about installing a bridge ground wire. Ooh and ah, right? So if you are more interested in the theory than you are in kicking back and watching a double speed and seeing some action, then this video is not for you. Basic theory is it helps if you ground your stuff. Okay, so there's your theory. And if that's all you're here for is theory, then yeah, you can click on something else now. See you guys later, and we'll see you next week. It's cool. Don't worry. For those of you who want to see some footage while you do whatever, I'm gonna do some footage for you. It's not gonna be super thrilling. It's just gonna be a little bit of soldering and a little bit of plumbing, and that's about it. So, but here we go. Oh, I forgot to mention, so I'm always saying, buy bulk food, generic stuff, right, in the way of parts when you can. One of the things I did was I bought like, 10 meters of 4-conductor shielded cabling for like $50. So yeah, I know, it's like, 30 feet worth of cabling, and it's 4 conductors, so it's like, you're only using maybe, a couple feet worth per guitar. So that's enough to do over a dozen guitars easily, and probably 2 dozen if you stretched it a bit. Like, see here, I'm just using 1 wire out of 4. And so, and to tell you the truth, most of the time I'm using it either for a little short extension or I'm using it for ground wire. And for ground wires, you can get 4-1 for your gas mileage. 4-1 for your gas mileage. So, but, yeah, I couldn't find my stuff. And so, So instead, I went scrounging and found a dead USB keyboard and took the cable off of it and took the shielding, the black outer shielding off, and it was foil. It had foil shielding, not braided, and then it had white, green, red, and unshielded as the 4 conductors. And I decided on white. I mean, red would have been confusing because it's a ground. Green would have like stood out too much on the guitar, and you know, unshielded would have looked tacky, I guess you'd say, or weird or something. So yeah, so white it is, and yeah, that's where it came from. If you're ever in a pinch, you know, you can always butcher parts like that. Keyboards, mice, anything, any kind of USB cable device basically has got decent wire inside that you can use. So alright, got this all stripped back and told you the story about where it came from, and so we bend it over just like this. That looks good. Alright, we're just going to go kind of like this kind of idea. Like that. Like this. Down here more, I guess. The general idea is going to come off of here. Get on there, you. Being highly cooperative, and then it's going to basically come up and join up with these guys. That's the very first nail on the entire guitar. The whole thing is designed so that it uses the minimum number of nails at, you know, strategic locations. So this one nail holds this thing down all the way from the pickup all the way to here, and it's able to do that because of all the little curves it has to go around basically. And so this guy's just going to hook on here and then run along underneath all these nails up to the jack, which is just off screen, and connect up to the ground. So let me get my x-ray specs for micro work. I swear, building guitars, I feel like a watchmaker. Okay, this thing doesn't want to go on because it's already tinned and the tin is in the way. So the first thing we need to do is heat this thing up and get that tin out of the way. Hopefully at the same time we can slip the wire in and be done with it. There's a solder just in case we need to glop up a bit more. This may take a while. Yeah, my springs are already set, or I could take the claw off from everything else and speed up the process a bit by not having all this extra metal connected to it. Okay, I'm seeing some motion of the ocean, as they used to say. Wire. And around. Twist back up. And round. Alright. just touched that and that thing's already hot. Okay. A little soldering should be there. Okay, it's on. Awfully thin wire, actually. Little stand I made for the guitar. Fits like right here, so the whole thing sits level when you set it down on a table or whatever. Okay, now this little puppy goes under here. So we're going to need our tools for working on the little nails. Okay, here we go. I have a little surgery. Now you'll see why I like these nails. There's a hold down method. So basically we grab the head, give it a little twist, a little pull, and it's up enough that I can get the new wire under, just like that. So we're going to plumb our wire, figure out how much slack. I don't think I want to run it over. Can you see this? Yeah, I don't think I want to run it over the springs because it might get caught up and cut, basically. This thing's awfully thin. So I'm thinking down here is the safe way to go. And the question is, how tight do we want to make it? Come on, get over there. This is the kind of place where being able to hit it with a shot of CA glue would have been nice, but it's a rather repair unfriendly way to build things, shall we say. See this, I mean this is like so redoable. Can you guys even, you can't even see that, wait a sec. Come on camera, we need you to be like the focus hero from hell here. Alright, we're looking at this nail right there. What are you focusing on? You're not really focusing on anything, are you? You're a piece of shit. Pardon my French. Alright, so we'll focus on this. here. Alright, screw this camera. Alright, so as you can see, I was able to lift the pin up by, you know, a couple mil without actually pulling it out of the guitar. And I'm probably not even going to have to reglue this or anything, and probably just give it a couple little taps, little love taps with the hammer, and seat it back down again, and everything should be copacetic. So, yeah. How much for a real camera? Should I drop some bucks? Gotta wait for the market to go up. Alright, where are we at here? This is our target. Alright, that's good enough, I guess. Alright, so where are we at? Okay. Yeah, how much slack? I think we're gonna go there. Be conservative and get a little extra, just in case. Okay, so we want to get this down on that side and then put it all back down again. And there it is. And this one's actually not quite up enough in order to slip it under there. So another grab and another wiggle, and there it is. It's up. And we put the wire under, and around there, you. Where'd my toothpick go? Since I'm not having to reglue anything. That's right, turn around there, you. We want you to face like this direction. That's that one. And we come around here. This is still in frame. And this guy's next on the rock line. Pin number 1, you're next on the rock line. That wasn't a very good 98 rock voice, was it? Back in the day, where there was this radio station called WIYY out of Baltimore, Maryland, and me being a more or less lifelong DC resident, I could almost always get this radio station from Baltimore, which is, I don't know, 30, 40 miles north of here or something like that, I guess, I don't know. Yeah, something like that, maybe 50 or more. And this was it was a hard rock station. It was much harder rock than any of the DC stations were, because Baltimore was a bit more of a blue-collar town. And yeah, so yeah, they played a lot of cool stuff, man. But they had this guy who was their announcer, and he did this really big, deep DJ voice kind of thing, like oh, what's the one where, oh, Honest Trailers. You ever seen Honest Trailers, where he's like, at the end they're like, everybody's sending him little messages to say this in your super voice, and he's like, there is no glue other than super glue. And that kind of stuff, yeah. So it was that kind of a voice. It was the 98 rock voice. And I'm not even beginning to do it justice at the moment. So I'm busy hammering. Is this going to reach? This better reach. I'm going to be bummed. Yeah, it's going to reach. Cool. Yeah, we're going here, the first one. Alright, time to pull up the next pin. It's just tight. It's not really that tight. The pin's down all the way, so it's not going to go anywhere, but it'll wiggle. That's not good. That's not good. Let's see if we can fix that somehow. I guess we need to pull it tighter on the next one. There you go. That's the answer. Alright. one. Next one, it's your turn. You're next on the rock line. Almost. There it is. Alright, so we want you guys to be like the tightness. Bury yourself a little. Those of y'all. It's still kind of floaty. Well, as long as it's like, you know, doesn't exhibit a lot of slack anywhere, it should be okay. Let's try the next one and see what happens. This is still in frame. Getting down there. Where's my target? There's my target. We're gonna go there. Maybe we'll do that part first. That's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We want to put this guy back down first. Alright, now that way. Ah, there we go. That's what we want. That kind of thing. Get us to naturally want to push against the connector. Be right back. I think we got it. All right, George, we've got it.